Hello, my name is Mario Trail, and today I will be presenting about global warming for my informative speech. My topic. I would like to discuss about global warming. As I previously stated, I will talk about some of the effects of global warming, but not all. And it is essential that people learn about global warming because we live on a planet that it is being affected by. And in this speech, I will show you exactly what some of those things are. Global warming. According to John Hewton, a Welsh atmospheric physicist and part of a Nobel Peace Prize winning group of scientists in 2007, in this article proposed by IOP Science in 2005, it stated that global warming is a process where humans have the effect on the climate. The main activities that humans partake in are the effect of burning fossil fuels like coal gas and oil, along with large-scale deforestation that causes emissions in the atmosphere with a substantial amount of toxins that are referred to as greenhouse gases. Greenhouse gases are something that I will be going over in more detail in my second point. Climate change. Climate change just basically means the temperatures are rising and weather is being disrupted. And as you can see in the image to our right, you can see a Texas cold snap. It happened earlier this year in February. In this image, you can see that Texas is covered in snow, which in other places of the world probably wouldn't be unusual, but in Texas it is as common as one would say. And the temperatures in this scenario dropped to Arctic levels. According to Adam Bach, a Canadian politician, in his article published by New Scientist in 2021, he stated that for the past decade, evidence has been building in support of the counterintuitive idea that some of the recent cold winter spells at mid-latitudes in North America and Eurasia are linked to the Arctic warming faster than the rest of the world due to climate change. What it's basically saying is the Arctic is heating up, which is causing the rest of the world to experience a increase in temperature, but it also having weather patterns that shouldn't be possible in certain parts of the world because some of the Arctic winters are slipping through cracks that are being heated up and infiltrating other parts of the world. Greenhouse gases are something that I will be covering now that I previously stated I would. According to Hewton, the same man that won the Nobel Peace Prize in his group, the toxins that occur from deforestation and from fossil fuels we use to burn and produce energy, as I explained earlier, are the greenhouse gases. Greenhouse gases, and what makes them so detrimental and what makes them take effect is that they take in infrared radiation, which makes a blanket of these gases around the Earth. What this basically means is that we are making an extra layer of heat around the world, like I explained, a blanket, which then covers the world in multiple different layers of gases, which then prevents the actual heat of the world to go back up into space, which is the normal cycle that it would go through. In the pie chart that I have provided, you can see that carbon dioxide from fossil fuel and industrial processing is 65% of that blanket. 11% of it is from the deforestation that is also still carbon dioxide, 16% is methane, and 6% is nitrous oxide. 2% of it is just F gases, which are basically just a combination of other gases that get produced due to these things that the humans are doing. And some of the gases are actually artificially made by humans. The third point I want to talk about is pest problems. Now, pests are also being affected by climate change, not just humans. According to Daisy Doon, a climate and environment correspondent, in her article published by Carbon Brief in 2018, it states that wheat, rice, and maize will increase due to insects increase in hunger because of the increase in heat. We will lose 46% of wheat, 19% of rice, and 31% of maize potentially in the near future. The hotter it gets, the hungrier the insects will get, leading to big countries suffering the most actually due to this, because countries like the United States, China, and France are huge grain producers and some of the biggest in the world, which means that their crops are probably going to be the primary targets of these insects. As you can see, some of the pictures that are taken here, you can already tell that the insects are really going at these plants, and it can only increase the more the problem of climate change continues. In conclusion, we covered about climate change, greenhouse gases, and the pest problem issues that occur because of global warming. it is essential that people understand what global warming is and maybe look up some ways of how they're able to stop it, because we are living on the planet that is being affected by it. And if we want to sustain and stay alive as a species, I hope that people will go out of their way and maybe think a little bit more often on what they want to do in the future due to the examples that I have provided today. I hope this speech helped explain a little bit more about greenhouse gases, the pest problems, and in general climate change. Although some of these are pretty obvious, I hope that I have clarified more on them. Thank you.